Hey guys, thanks for tuning in my video called Out with the Paper, In with the Silver. I want to address the importance of tangible assets in this broadcast. So we're going to be talking about fiat currency, otherwise known as paper money, versus hard money, or otherwise known as tangible assets. The importance of silver as of late is remarkable. First off, before I go into too much details, I want to show you a graph that I've prepared to give you an indication on the importance or the rise of silver as its value. So from 1930 up until 1970, the value of silver for 1 troy ounce was anywhere around a few cents up to $1. In the year 2000, this is when silver started to appreciate tremendously, where it was sitting at $5 an ounce. That's in 2000. In 2011, it went as high as $49 for 1 troy ounce of silver. Now you got that right, folks. That's $49 for 1 ounce. This is a lot. As of today, July 5th, 2011, silver is standing at $35 an ounce. So imagine those that heed the warning back in 2000 about the rise of silver. Imagine having $1,000 in the bank of fiat currency or paper money and transferring this $1,000 to silver. By doing that in 2000, money made out of simply patiently waiting was 5-fold or even more, 10-fold. So anyone that converted $1,000 to $1,000 worth of silver actually made $9,000 in the last year. So instead of having $1,000, they ended up with $10,000. So as for an investor point of view, yeah, that's great. I mean, making money tenfold, that's all nice and dandy. But what about a preparedness point of view? This to me is the important part. Now, I truly hope that you have the ears to hear this message and that this message reaches your heart. As I am not the first one talking about silver, and I'm certainly not the last one, but paying attention to this message and acting now will change your life for the better in the future. Now, if you are not aware of how paper money works, how it is conjured into existence, how it is put into circulation, I strongly suggest you look at the bottom of this video. You're going to see some links. I would strongly urge you to look at these videos so you get a better understanding on the mechanism behind fiat currency. So as it says in the Bible, put some oil in your lamp. In other terms, educate yourself and stack on silver. This is very important. I'm going to explain to you why. This is a $5 bill. This is the currency used by our government, or that is issued by our government. This is paper money, legal tender, it has no value in its own, in the sense that it isn't backed by anything. The only thing that gives this piece of paper value is the amount that there is in circulation. Now, as of today, $1 will get you roughly about 70 cents worth of purchasing power. So for $1, you'll get about 70 cents. That's about right. So $5, let's put it at $3 and some cents worth of purchasing power. This paper bill is going to buy you $3 worth. All right. This is a $5 Canadian maple leaf silver coin. It is 1 ounce pure silver. This today has 7 times its face value, which means it's a $5 coin, but it's worth 7 times that, which is $35 total. So let's compare this. This will buy you $3 worth. This today will buy you $35 worth. So you can see the difference here, right? As far as what is worth something and what is worth nothing. And I'm sure that in your heart and in your minds, you know that this isn't getting us anywhere. I'm sure you can see that when you go and buy some groceries or when you go and fill in the tank of your car. So understanding that fiat currency is a debt instrument, it's a promissory note or a promise to pay. That's all it is. That's why it's very important to take particular attention to silver and invest in silver, because eventually the US dollar is going to lose its place in the world reserve currency. When this happens, times are going to get very dark, and you're going to need to have a plan for orderly transition. Hence the use of silver, as silver is going to be free from inflation. Inflation can't affect silver. It can only affect fiat currency, because like I asserted before, what gives fiat paper value is the amount that there is in circulation, right? So you guys remember about these big bailouts of trillions of dollars? Well, guess what this is doing to the face value of the dollar? Not too much good, right? Isn't it ironic to hear that money doesn't grow on trees, but essentially that's where it comes from? I've heard an interesting saying before that stated, gold is the money of kings, silver is the money of gentlemen, barter is the money of peasants, but debt is the currency of slaves. So once again, if you have some money sitting in the bank, by all means get rid of it, exchange it for silver. Even if it's $35 an ounce today, it's going to do you a great deal of good in the future, believe me, as silver is just going to keep rising up and up. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 20 years it reaches $200 an ounce, easily. So I wish you all the best. As stated before, if you have no ideas on how money works, if you're not educated on the subject, do yourself a favor and at the bottom in the video description, click on these links. You're going to learn a lot, and it's going to do you a lot of good in the long run. So I thank you very much for taking some time to watch this video. I wish you a great day. God bless.